There is disillusionment. I've felt it too at times with the system that we live in. Stemming from very small, as small as something that's just a little civic thing that happens in your neighborhood, to a larger thing that happens like the terror attacks that happened in Mumbai, where we feel that there's nobody really who can be held accountable from our end for not being prepared when we know that things like this could occur. How do we really, what can we do? I think that's the big question, is that what can we do to make the young people feel non-disillusioned? I think that's the big question. I don't honestly have the answer to that. I think as a filmmaker, I can try once in a while to, maybe when a story touches me, like the way the story of soldiers in Kargil touched me and moved me to make a film about them. I can do that. But I don't want to again confuse film with social messages. I think should we make films with social messages? Yes, of course, why not? There's no reason not to. Can we make them? Sure, of course we can make them. Are we making them? At times, yes, we are, like Rang De Basanti, for example. We are. They do affect some people, they don't affect others. That's bound to happen with movies. Everyone has their own opinion and thinks that they are a better writer than the person who wrote it. So that will happen. But I think when we talk about filmmakers and if films can make a difference, we have to also talk about censorship. I think that's a very, very big issue that plagues the film industry as far as telling stories that could make a difference. Every time somebody gets offended by the smallest of things in a movie, they will go and break a theatre down, burn posters, burn effigies, and at the end of the day, nobody really wants to live like that, and in that fear that, again, coming back to the fact that this theatre owner has a family, he has to make ends meet, and he will not play a film. So if filmmakers are not protected by the same people that we again are talking about here, that we need to be protected by them so that we can then bravely tell stories, that we want to tell. And this kind of almost vigilante censorship that's happening, where people take law into their own hands, and decide what's right for the people to watch and what's not right, is something that definitely needs addressing, and people, I guess, need to look into. I think that's more or less everything that I had to say here. But again, just as a filmmaker and as somebody who is considered young, I do want to be a part of this change. I do hope to be a part of this change. I do try to be a part of this change. But I think it is really a very, very big, the biggest problem for me, I think, is disillusionment that a lot of young people feel. And hopefully everyone here can kind of get together and do something to address that. Thanks.